Council.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. Very nice to have you along with us today. Angel's still out cruising, not cruising like up and down Federal Boulevard here in Denver, but cruising on the high seas with the Women Making Waves Conference. And she is speaking to a number of women entrepreneurs. And that means that you've got me, and I'd love to chat with you. Shout out to our good friend, listener Charles, who is feeding me some stories. We've got that story as well. Charles, we're going to get to it in just a moment. And we've got the phone line open if you want to join the conversation, 303-632-4160. That's 303-632-4160. Got an update for you, and this is the story the listener Charles just fired off to me as well. You may remember that yesterday, as we started the top of the show, I shared with you the story of Navia, a French technology company that unveiled a self-driving sedan on Tuesday. Little shuttle, 6-passenger electric vehicle that is scheduled to begin in early 2018, but they're starting trials. And they started trials yesterday, first day. And on their very first day, headline, self-driving bus crashes on its first day in Las Vegas. Sorry, I don't mean to make light too much of the self-driving bus that crashed. In fact, the big public debut for the self-driving bus in Las Vegas turned out to be trouble. The autonomous shuttle collided with a semi-truck just a few hours after Las Vegas city officials held a ceremony to celebrate its first day as a part of a larger citywide test. Nobody was injured. The shuttle actually didn't even suffer very much damage. What happened was the shuttle was doing its thing, had passengers in tow, and the sensors realized that there was a delivery truck moving into its space. So the shuttle did what the shuttle is supposed to do. It stopped so that it would prevent the accident. The delivery driver did not and grazed the shuttle. And, you know, it's unfortunate. The front fender of the shuttle's a little bit damaged. Had the truck had the same sensing equipment that the shuttle had, the accident would have been avoided. But it wasn't, and day one out of the gate, so to speak, happened with incident. Does that mean they're going to scrap the shuttle? Probably not, folks. That's not likely to be the scenario. So you know what's the outcome of it? Probably testing goes on. I don't know for sure. They haven't reported that for certain. But self-driving cars are only as good as the self-driving technology, and there, in this case, was the human element. If somebody wants to run into you, no matter how stopped you are, they're going to be able to do so. So, what should we say? Should we say that all cars should be autonomous? I just this summer got my first convertible. You'll have to pry that out of my cold, dead fingers. We're not gonna give up the right to drive. No. So we're gonna have to listen to the great philosopher Rodney King, and we'll all have to find a way to just get along. Amazon is shifting consumer landscape of Black Friday. Did you know that? Of course, we've already known that Amazon is trying to do their very best to rule the world. And as the holiday shopping season quickly approaches, a new report finds more holiday shoppers are turned off by Black Friday. How much so? Only 35% of shoppers intend to do most of their shopping on Black Friday this year, according to Price Waterhouse. However, that is down from 59%, almost 60% in 2015. So, friends, take a look at this. Amazon, with its online shopping ability, has made it such to the place where it feels like every day is Black Friday. Amazon's major competitor, the one that's coming up in the rear view, warning objects in rear view mirror may be larger than appear, is Walmart. It says, I got an email from Walmart this morning that says, here's your Black Friday circular in advance, but deals are on sale now, so come look at them. It does kind of beg the question, do we need Black Friday anymore? It seems the answer is being met with a resounding no. Target is in the news today. Maybe you heard Target is selling fidget spinners with unsafe levels of lead. Yeah, you heard me, lead. You know, the stuff that we were supposed to ban because it hurts people, kills people? Lead. And here's the kicker to it. I actually heard this story as I was driving into work this morning, and it just stunned me. Even though they have been confronted with the issue, they are taking a different road and saying that it's not a problem because the fidget spinners in question, which are in fact significantly higher than legal amounts of lead, they're not toys, according to Target. That's why we don't have to worry about it, because toys are regulated with levels of lead. But in this case, it is not, it's not a toy, the fidget spinners that they are selling in the toy section of Target. These fidget spinners they contain as much as 330 times the amount of acceptable lead for young children. Target's saying it's not a toy, therefore it doesn't fall into the same regulation. According to the official guidance for the CPC regarding fidget spinners, most fidget spinners are general use products unless they are primarily intended for children 12 years of age or younger. The CPSC's guidance on fidget spinners further notes if a fidget spinner is a general use product, there is no mandatory CPSC requirements for it. Bullseye Toy wrote in a letter to the consumer advocacy group defending its decision to continue selling the products, which says it's labeled ages 14 plus. How many 14 plus year old people do you know are fidget spinning? How many adults are fidget spinning? These are toys, folks, and children are being exposed to 330 times the amount of lead exposure that they should be doing. This is America. Come on, folks. Are you kidding me? Let's get in there and get those fidget spinners off the market. Everyone that I know is talking about this in the major market news today, and hopefully our voice will add to it to the point where Target will reconsider their selling of these products. Lead accumulates over time, is distributed to the brain, liver, kidney, and bones. It is a toxicant effect. It will kill people. Fidget spin that. Let's move on. Starbucks, about to repeat history. That's right. You heard it here first, probably only. I'm the only one, at least that I know, is having this conversation, but I'm going to put it out there because I'm watching. I got my fingers on the pulse of business, folks, and I'm seeing a trend that's happening in Starbucks ever since Howard Schultz left again. And Starbucks is just trying to get into all these things that are not coffee. Starbucks should do what they do best. They do coffee. Instead, Starbucks' latest move, they're going into the Italian bakeries. They're going to become bakeries. Coffee chain opened its first Italian Princi bakery in Seattle as a part of an investment to grow its reserve roastery locations. Princi, which already has 6 locations in Milan and London, entered an exclusive agreement with Starbucks to offer its specialized Italian breads and food in all of the coffee chain's new reserve roastery locations. Bring Howard back. Bring Howard back. I know he doesn't want to come back. He's trying to retire. He's done it before. I came into the scene when Howard was not the CEO, but then came back to become the CEO. That's the years during which I served the Starbucks organization. And what were we trying to do? The old CEO was trying to sell records. He was trying to sell tchotchkes. He was trying to sell cups and stuff that wasn't coffee. And Howard said, nope, we are a coffee company. We're going to serve the people. We're a people company serving coffee, and we're going to do coffee better than everybody. Those were the golden years of Starbucks. Stock went from $6 up to $42, and everything was good and happy. We are going to see history repeat itself. Starbucks is not an alcoholic beverage company. Starbucks is not a bakery. Starbucks is a coffee company, folks. Let's call for Howard Schultz to come back, make the world happy again. Just saying. Hey, when we get back, we're going to learn how to achieve big fat goals. Yes, you heard me. I said big fat goals. It's fat with a PH, though, so it makes it okay. Back when we come back, we're going to talk to Dean Lindsay. This is the most positive business talk show in America. This is the Experience Pros.